Hey there, Virgos. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel, Pearls of Wisdom and Witchery. My name is Becca. For those of you who are brand new, I am still giving readings away. If you'd like one, just comment. I will reply to the comment and we'll go from there. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the lateness on these readings. I tried to start on Tuesday and the new moon and the energy really kicked my ass. So I love you. You guys are awesome. You're almost always second to Pisces for my readings for a few. So I've had a lot of really important Virgos in my life. So love ya. So your recent past. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Are you recovering or meditating? Taking a break? But in this feeling of being left out in the cold, getting separation here. All right, let's look at your present situation. What's going on in the present? Aw, the Two of Cups. We have a union. Could also be a decision. Let's look at your blockage. Four of Wands. Commitment phobic, maybe? Stability. We have two fours here. What is your message from Spirit? The Ten of Swords. Ending betrayal, ending a cycle. And what is the potential outcome for Virgo? The Seven of Swords. Sneaking away quietly. The overall energy for your reading is the Seven of Pentacles. Look at that beautiful card. Can you see it? Can you see it? All those lovely flowers. Which happen to be Pentacles. So this is a card about assessment. It's about looking at what you've planted and trying to decide where to go. It's also a card that talks about time and patience. We also have two sevens here. Okay. Two sevens here. So let's get some clarifiers on this Five of Pentacles and this Four of Swords. So someone's recovering from this being left out in the cold. We have the Prince of Wands in reverse. Could be Sagittarius. That is. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Empress in the upright. Beautiful. And the Moon card in reverse. So there's no action. There's no growth. I do feel like there is some self-nurturing here and moving through feeling. I want to say feelings, but I said feelings, but I wanted to say fear. you are really doing some self-healing here, coming out of this Five of Pentacles. In this card in particular, it's a very desolate looking card. But you have an angel with you that is truly guiding you, and in this recovery, some of you have left something behind, maybe a Sagittarius or another fire sign, or you've left behind this energy of moving away from this in and out behavior. But there's no action. There's no action being taken. And I feel like a decision has been made, and now you're nurturing yourself. Right? You left to heal. And you're putting fears behind you. And in this time of rest, you're gestating something. And it looks like it's a relationship. Again, could be a decision. Could be a decision. The Two of Cups. All right, let's look at this Two of Cups. So nosy. Please clarify the Two of Cups. For Virgo. Please clarify the Two of Cups. Please clarify the Two of Cups. Okay. All right. So the Five of Cups is what's at the bottom. Five of Cups. The Five of Wands is what's at the bottom of the deck. That talks about conflict, right? There's a lot of emotional conflict, or there's like people. Hang on a second. My stereo is doing something strange. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's a lot of I feel like emotional conflict. If not, there's a lot of I just feel like busy action. To clarify the Two of Cups, this lovely, lovely card in your present situation, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So are you trying to come back into this soulmate connection? We have the Hermit card in reverse. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you might need to be doing a little more study on something, okay? I don't think you have all of the details or the facts. And this King of Pentacles, it's normally Taurus, but it could be you, Virgo. Not standing in your power, not being abundant, not feeling confident. Some of you might be dealing with a Taurus or another earth sign. I mean, it could always be any sign, right? But we have here is like trying to come back in to a soulmate connection, coming out of the cold, closing that gap. I just feel like there's no... What's being questioned is the control of it is what keeps coming to mind. Also, I kind of glanced back over here into your past position with this 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords. And for... If someone has passed away, I'm very sorry, because this 5 of Pentacles has a funeral, and with the 4 of Swords right behind it, that could very well be you healing okay. So for those of you who are going through that, I'm very sorry, and it's just a completely different scenario that kind of hit me sort of hard. All right, back to your present situation with this 2 of Cups connection. So you're trying to figure out which direction to go. Do I stand on my own? Do I do this King of Pentacles? Am I the King of Pentacles? Can I be the King of Pentacles? How do I become the King of Pentacles? But you need to do a little more study on this. And, you know, for some of you, you're trying to go back into this soulmate connection. And I'm picking up that there's something very kind of financial and or spiteful about it. Like I said, and or. All right, let's look at your blockage. There's a commitment. Having a reason to celebrate. Right? It's the 4 of Swords. 4 of Wands. You know, this is the 1111 card, the Twin Flame card, that whole thing. If it's something that you resonate with, please clarify the 4 of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Death card. The first card that came out, and it landed on the Hermit and the 5 of Pentacles, was the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then we have the Tower and the upright. Something has to end here. Whatever this commitment is being removed. Right? With the Death card at the bottom of the deck, this wheel isn't going to turn until you've gone through this transformation. And this is your blockage. Whatever this commitment is literally blocking you. It's blocking your ability to move forward. It's blocking your ability to remove things that are unstable out of your life. That is your blockage. So let's look at this 10 of Swords, shall we? This is your message from Spirit. It's a 10. It's the most painful 10 in the deck. And it is an ending. That's the closing of a cycle. We have that again here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Alchemist. It's the Magician. All right, so the Six of Wands. Returning victorious from battle. Getting attention for it. The Fool card in reverse. And the Eight of Wands. There's something here that needs to be communicated. The Ten of Swords can also be talking about self-mastery. Mastery of our thoughts. Mastery of our mind. Learning our lessons fully. But some attention needs to be put on this ending. There needs to be something needs to be communicated. Action needs to be taken. Before a fresh new start can begin. Now the Fool in reverse, we can also look at this as like being afraid to look like a fool. There's a lot of wands here. And a lot of swords. Okay. There might be an ending here that made you look like a fool, and there really needs to be some attention and communication put on this. That's kind of a different side note. Again, always take it how it resonates. So the Seven of Swords in your outcome. The Seven of Swords talks about lying, cheating, sneaky strategies, behaviors, right? In this particular card, he's running away from, I think, I feel like he might have killed the shepherd, and now the wolf is attacking the flock. But, so yeah. Let's look at that outcome. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. The Devil. Fear, codependency, something you're bonded to. The Six of Cups. Some betrayal in the past that is being clung to. And the Prince of Cups in reverse. Can I have one more, please? The Sun card in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. It's another 10. And it's an emotional commitment, contentment. I feel like the Seven of Swords could be just trying to sneak away from whatever this past experience was, but it has blocked a message of love, an ability to work with someone, and the freedom and happiness. This has something to do with the childhood trauma. All of this is bringing you to face the fear of something that has happened in the past that is, once it's released, once it's worked through, is going to bring so much enlightenment, so much cooperation from the universe. So much happiness and contentment. At least that's what I hope it's bringing, because I hope that, you know, if this is a nasty, ugly behavior that you're planning on doing to someone, that's not cool, especially if it makes you happy. Sorry, I think the best of most people. So, like I said, I feel like this is actually developing a strategy to go through these, kind of the shadow side, right? And work through it and master it. Work through it and master it. Okay, I'm going to pull you to some oracle cards. We have the Goddess Power, which is by Colette Baron Reed. What is the advice for Virgos? What is the advice for my beautiful Virgos? What is the advice for? Oops, there it is. Oops, there it is. Ambition. Number 38. Nike. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. What is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? You have to forgive me. I cut my fingers earlier today. I'm not allowed to play with anything sharp. But the Band-Aids don't make it easy to shuffle cards. And I don't want to lead on the cards and reopen them. So here we are, doing what we gotta do. What is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo? These are called the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Being awfully quiet for you guys. What is the advice for Virgo? Magical powers. The bottom of the deck, it's peace. Number 24. Magical powers. I weave and clear. I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. So let's look at the Goddess Power card first. That's 38. That breaks down to an 11. 11 is a master number, so we don't break it down to a 2. So this comes with 2 messages. It comes with the empowerment message and the alignment message. The Greek goddess Nike asks you to be present to the beauty and richness discovered in your life so far. You have come this distance, so what are your wins? Celebrating them is key right now to enable you to co-create even more. You live in a world where you may have felt that you were not allowed to celebrate your victories, lest you be cut down for being self-centered. Perhaps you were raised in a family that discouraged you from shining in an authentic way. Being successful at the game of life requires you to refuse the message that you are too much or not enough. Your biggest win is to be yourself, accepting yourself exactly as you are, releasing the idea that you are flawed in any way, and expressing yourself with authenticity. This is the true power of the victory goddess Nike expressing through you. The goddess Nike has another message to share. If you've been struggling to move to the next level of your life, working hard and putting the time and effort in, you will soon find you are finally winning. Your determination and commitment to your intentions are manifesting in your life with beautiful results. When you are winning, the world wins too. Just remember to share your bounty. And the alignment message? You are so determined to win right now that you are running like a racehorse with blinders on her eyes. Beware of unbridled ambition and the strident need to win. You may have become influenced only by your wants and forget to ask yourself if what you want is for the highest good. Perhaps the job you want so badly won't be good for you, or that unavailable partner you're so determined to be with will never love you back. Nike gives you the alignment task now of getting real with yourself. Comparing yourself with others may have triggered jealousy and envy. It's time to step out of this race and recognize that you are where you need to be. Your life is a marathon, not a sprint to your next goal. Your only competition is with yourself. So choose now how you want to feel about your life and who you want to become. Then take baby steps toward your highest intentions. Cheer on others who are successful. Learn from them and help those who are struggling. You can learn from them too. Your place in the world is assured, so remember that however long it takes you to live your life to its fullest is perfect. And then we have magical powers, number 24. And what's interesting is on this card, sorry, Band-Aids, it's a phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So this says, sometimes when we cast magic, we may be too caught up in the everyday to weave quite as much enchantment as we could if we were more in touch with our magical powers. This spell will help you reconnect with your magical self, and your spells will become more powerful, enjoyable, and enchanting as a result. If this spell has chosen you, the universe would like you to reconnect with your intuitive, instinctual, mythic persona. Work this spell before performing any others, since without magical energy, it's difficult to weave true enchantment, to see the wonder of the moon, the glory of the sun, and the new beginning of the unfurling bud. Okay. Lovely. Lovely, Virgo. So this is telling you that something has to end in order to get your wheel to move forward, right? These betrayals need to come to light before you can step forward. There needs to be action and communication taken towards that. And it looks like that's where you're heading. One way or the other. Whether you're on the right side or the wrong side. So, you know, this is a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful reading. Some of you are really coming into your ascension. There's just a few more things that you have to go through. All right? Well, Virgos, that's your reading. And hit the like and subscribe, and I love you. Bye-bye.